garage. I don't know what to say to this thing. I really don't. Testing, testing, test video. What do I sound like in here? I'm talking to see what I sound like. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. If you're watching this, it's really cold outside. Never mind. You don't need to know. The reason I wanted to start this channel is because my wife, she's doing amazing things at home. She's a stay-at-home author, and I am a 29-year-old diesel tech student. And thanks to her, I've had the privilege of staying at home, or not staying at home. I've had the privilege of not having to work, being able to focus on school and studying. Before I started, being a diesel tech student, I didn't know anything. I couldn't have told you the difference between a nut and a bolt. Not a clue. I paid $700 once to have spark plugs replaced. Didn't know anything. Completely stupid. The best piece of advice that I got when I started school is that this stuff it really is simple. Once it clicks, it's super simple. Or at least for me, it's becoming simpler. I didn't realize how much I overthought it. You open up a hood and you see everything in front of you, and it's so overwhelming. But I've got about one semester left before I finish school, and it's not so overwhelming these days. The dream is I would like to be able to fix up cars and donate them to people in need, or take on work for people that can't really afford it. I don't need a lot. As long as my bills are paid and my kids are happy, I'm happy. But like I said, before I started doing this, I didn't know anything. I got scammed by multiple mechanics. That's what made me decide to go to school for it. And now the other day, my truck started misfiring, and back then I would have broke down in tears. I would have cried. I would have fell on the floor just because we were living paycheck to paycheck and can't afford bills, and gotta have the truck to get back and forth to work. And so it's just a vicious cycle. But like I said, it started misfiring the other day, and I fixed it in 3 hours. Wasn't a big deal at all. So it's changed my life for the better, and if I can help someone else, I want to. Like I said, my goal is to be able to help people in need. You got to have cars to get back and forth to work, to feed the kids, and when something breaks, you can't afford to fix it. I want to be able to help people, so that's what this channel is about. And I'm hoping, like I said, I'm only a 2-year diesel tech student. I've never worked in a shop before. Well, I've worked in one shop, but for like 2 weeks. I don't mind working in a shop, but I figure with, my wife doing what she's doing, if I don't have to, I might as well try. So I'm hoping that with this YouTube channel, more experienced techs will see this video or see what I'm doing, and be able to comment and help me along the way too, because I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. And hopefully it's funny, and hopefully you get to watch that. But yeah, so this is my shop. It's empty. I don't even have any tools in here yet. I've done a little bit of work. I've rebuilt the head gasket on my Jeep. I've pulled the engine out of my F-150, and I'm rebuilding that. Now, like I said, before I started school 2 or 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. So I can't talk. It's a camera. I'm so nervous. I've never done this before, and I feel so awkward. I hate it. Before I did this, I didn't know what a torque wrench was. Not a clue. C-clamp. I'd always been interested in it, but I was a dumb kid, and I just had better things to do. I'm really worried that someone's just going to be standing outside my garage just listening to me, make a fool of myself. But that wouldn't make any sense because it's 1 a.m. I have a buddy's car out there that I'm gonna try and fix up for him for free. He bought it for a little under $3,000 and it lasted less than 3 weeks. Blew a head gasket on one of our bridges here in town, very scary bridge. A lot of people clip their mirrors on it regularly. So very, very sketchy situation. This is my garage. This is what I'm gonna be using. It's very handy, like I said, because we just moved in. I have no tools yet. I mean, well, I have some tools. I just don't have them in here. I feel like there's more I probably should have said, but this is my first video, so if you did watch this, comment and let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna make another video about the car that I'm gonna start working on. See what happens. If you watched all of that, thank you.